Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wellness Wednesday. Today, I have an adjustment for you that's really wonderful for respiratory system, for shoulder projects, and for long held deep emotional patterns, which, yeah, we all build up over our lifetime. So, in this situation, Master Marai only gave us one side, and so that's the side we'll practice today. And so, place your left hand over your left shoulder and your right hand on the 22. So that's the first step of this adjustment. And this adjustment is called the first method of correction, and it's in our depth textbook. So it's very easy to practice on yourself, and it's a dynamic adjustment when you practice it on someone or when you practice it on yourself. So just taking just a few breaths here, just getting into the breath, allowing for our energy to begin moving up to back with 11, and then down the front with 22 here. And if you're holding 11 here, maybe you can also touch the 3, which is the top of the shoulder, because, when the 11 is blocked, the 3 cannot come through. So you can just hold both of them. Then we're holding 11, 3, and 22, which is all about our respiratory system. Shoulder projects, you can only imagine if you have shoulder pain. Now, if you do have shoulder pain and this is painful for you to do, then actually move your hands a little bit more to the front, right? Just let go of the 3 and move it to the front. So we always tailor when we practice on ourselves so that it's comfortable for us. So this is a great adjustment if we have, reading some notes here, high fever, because next we're going to hold the fingers, and the fingers are important when we have fevers. It releases lung congestion, shoulder congestion, and like I said, deep held emotional patterns. So we have in the core textbook the 13 sequence, which is also for emotional patterns, but this is really if we over many years we're holding on to these patterns, then this first method of correction can be dynamic. So the next steps is holding the fingers, and you can do it like this, but I'm going to just take off my hand off the shoulder and practicing it like this. So you're holding the left middle finger, the ring, and the little finger on the back side. So stay a little bit longer where it feels comfortable for you. Maybe this one is more comfortable, or this one. Just touch the ones and then stay longest on the one that feels comfortable for you. I always like the middle finger for some reason. So, but you may like the ring finger, and it can change per day also depending on what goes on. So right now we're holding the back of the fingers, and the back of the fingers, they tell us about our inhale. And then move to the next finger, clearing our lungs again, our respiratory system. And I was talking about emotional patterns. This one, anger, deep-seated anger, sadness and grief. And then let's move to the little finger for efforting or trying too hard. So depending on where you are, you can hold the finger that speaks to you a little bit longer. And then let's move to our index finger, and then now we go to the palm side. And to the thumb. So you're going to find your favorite fingers, and yeah, take these into the world with you. You can use them any time of the day, right? To just give yourself a little boost during the day. Very nice. So let's place our hand back here on the shoulder, and we're going to place this hand on the lower back. So we're holding this side of the 11 and this side 2. And yeah, this actually feels really good. If you know also in the depths the first method of the reversing and increasing of the first depth, this is similar, right? Where we're holding one side of the shoulder and then the opposite too, breaking that cross in the middle of the back. So you see how it comes back in different flow patterns. And when this flow is appropriate, like when you need it, oh, it feels really powerful. So a note I have here is that Master Murai told Mary Burmeister that in time, these flows, this method of correction, will help support the body. And he said this about 80 years ago. So here we are with everything that's going on in our lives and in our world. They're really useful. He gave these methods of correction to us, or to Mary later, after all the material that's in the core. So we did so much to our bodies and so much abuse emotionally and just working so hard and stressed that he needed more adjustments to help us through. So this is one of those. And then let's go to our 8 here, location 8. So you can sit come around like this and sit in figure 4. This, or like this, however it feels comfortable for you. 8, connecting heaven and earth, connecting spirit and body, bringing about peace, rhythm into our lives. So these locations help us with our daily living. They are tools to harmonize our bodies. The locations are everything. They're very important. And then the last one is bringing your hand to high 19. So you can come around like this. Or you can reach it, hold your 10, or if you're working with someone else. But for self-help, I think this is nice. So this is such an easy adjustment to practice on ourselves for shoulder projects, respiratory, emotional, lots of functions. So let's finish by holding a mudra. I'm going to hold this one today. It's probably exactly the one that I need. And maybe you find another one that you like to hold today. But yeah, you can always join me because it helps many different things. Helps our muscles, blood, skin surface, worry, fear, anger. So when we're holding the fingers, we're helping on so many different levels. Well, I thank you so much for joining our Wellness Wednesday this week, and I'm wishing you a wonderful day, and see you next time.